So Subspace Emissary is a story mode for Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and it's probably the best fighting game story mode in a game to this day. At least out of the fighting games I played, which I'm gonna be honest isn't a lot, but still. There's nothing really like it in any other Smash game. Well, actually Ultimate tried to do something like it, but it wasn't nearly as good. But I'm going to tell you about it so you can see why it's the best fighting game story mode. Okay, so Zelda and Peach are in this big ass arena for some reason. I don't know where this shit is. This is clearly not the Mushroom Kingdom or Hyrule, but they're about to watch Mario and Kirby fight for some reason, but you get to choose to fight as Mario or Kirby, and if you was a real nigga you chose Kirby. So after Kirby beats Mario's ass, they shake hands and suddenly the Halberd appears and they drop this black stuff on them and it turns into robots for some reason. A lot of this shit never really gets explained, but this evil green nigga called the Ancient Master comes out of nowhere and drops a bomb, and Mario gets blasted far as hell, his body little, and Wario comes out of nowhere with this big ass railgun. God knows where he got this shit, but when he shoots somebody with it, they turn into a trophy. Also, when somebody gets their ass beat really bad, they turn into a trophy too. I don't know why. But Kirby and whichever princess you choose to save escape the bomb before it could blow up. While all this is happening, Pit is just watching this in his crib until Palutena comes back. She gives him his bow back and tells him to go kick Dickerus or something. I don't know, I never played this game. While Pit is in the sky, he sees the Halberd. How did they get up here? I thought this nigga was in heaven. They start dropping more purple stuff. Pit finds Mario, he revives him, and they start chasing after the Halberd. But a spaceship is following it, and so is Kirby, but they get knocked off by that same spaceship. But now we cut to Donkey Kong and his nephew chasing bananas until Bowser hating ass come out of nowhere and up the fire on Donkey Kong. Don't know how he found these niggas, but Donkey Kong saves his relative, and now we're back to Mario and Pit. They're chasing the Ancient Master, he's in the sky, and Pit jumps off Mario's head to try and get him. Why doesn't Pit just fly though? I just searched it up, this nigga Pit can't even fly on his own. This fraudulent ass angel, I'm never playing this nigga game. So Donkey Kong's sibling son is running through the forest. He finds this broken spaceship, and he also finds out that Rayquaza is just chilling at the bottom of the lake. This nigga was supposed to be watching Groudon and Kyogre, but I guess this was more important. But Fox jumps out of his spaceship and saves that monkey in the red hat, and he's trying to tell him something. Fox isn't listening, so he just takes him with him. But right after that, this nigga Bowser pulls up from out of nowhere trying to get another trophy, but Fox jumps off the cliff. So now we cut to Lucas. A Porky statue starts chasing him, but luckily Sand saves his life. But they have to fight Porky again, and after that, Wario appears out of nowhere, and he just starts shooting at these two kids. His aim is pretty ass though. But Lucas, standing there doing absolutely nothing, is about to get shot until Ness saves his life. And after Ness got turned into a trophy, he runs away. While still running for his life, he finds Pokemon trainer, and him and Lucas start traveling together. But now we're with Marth, and he's watching a bomb go off, not doing anything to stop it. After that, he decides to investigate it until Midnight comes out of nowhere, probably mad as shit that he got his ship stolen. He starts attacking Marth, but they quickly realize they're on the same side. And Midnight definitely mad as hell about his ship. You see how aggressively he was attacking him? He really thought he found the right nigga. And look at his face, he low-key still think it was him. But they start traveling together, and Ike comes out of nowhere and cuts the bomb off the Ancient Master. And now they're all in a group chasing the Ancient Master. Now we're with Luigi. This nigga gets turned into a trophy immediately by King Dedede. He also steals the trophies from Wario and his car too. Now we see Link and Yoshi. Link casually walks past this big ass dinosaur taking a nap to go grab the Master Sword, and that purple stuff starts raining down, so Link and Yoshi join sides, and they also start chasing the Halberd. Okay, so we see Samus running around this place looking for her armor, and she finds Pikachu getting experimented on. Which honestly, he probably deserved it. He's always been an asshole, and I'm pretty sure that nigga racist too. Samus unfortunately frees him, and now they're friends. And now we're back with Kirby. He smells something, and he just leaves the princess. His fat ass probably smells some food or something. And this nigga Bowser, who is light speed, where did he come from? We ain't hear shit either. Did this nigga teleport? Anyway, he shoots one of the princesses and turns them into an evil version. Whichever one you chose to save at the beginning. You'll have to fight the evil princess either as Mario and Pit or Link and Yoshi. And right after, you're gonna have to fight Link and Yoshi or Mario and Pit right after. Quick question though, why was Mario so down to beat up Yoshi? He ain't asked a single question. Like he ain't noticed who that is? Like that's the nigga you be hanging with. The nigga you be hanging with. After they fight, they see that King Dedede had the real princesses. King Dedede tries to take their trophies, but Kirby stops him, and all of them team up so they can go get King Dedede. They chase him into a cave, and we get to see Ganon, who's in this random room telling Bowser what to do. And they got a GPS, so I guess that kinda explains how they were tracking these niggas down. But now we're back with Lucas and Pokemon Trainer. Wario jumps down, he gets cooked immediately. Now we're in King Dedede's castle, he's putting all these badges on the trophies. But Bowser breaks into his castle and takes Princess Peach, and the Ancient Master blows up the castle right after. And it also turns out that Ganon is following the orders of Master Hand. I don't understand how he's following his orders, but okay. Now we cut to Mark, Ike, and Meta Knight, and they decide to fight this big ass robot rhino thing. They shouldn't though, he's a hoe and does way too much damage. I broke a GameCube controller one time over this nigga and I'm still mad. After they beat him, he flies to Lucas and Pokemon Trainer. This was the fight that made me break the controller. They beat him, but it turns out the whole time he's a bomb. He about to blow himself up cause he lost. He a bitch. But Meta Knight saves Lucas and Pokemon Trainer before he blows up. But not Wario, he just leaves him on the ground. He definitely saw that nigga. Mario, Link, Pit, and Kirby are chasing the Ancient Master. He drops a bomb on them, but they get away. But now we're back with Fox and that guy next to him. They're walking and Bowser just shows up out of thin air. Like, okay, I get this nigga has GPS, but where did he come from? And how did nobody see his big ass? But he snipes that one guy. Falco comes out of nowhere and he destroys Bowser's cannon. After that, they have to fight this huge clone of... You know what, I'm not going to keep doing this. They have to fight this huge clone of Diddy Kong. Everybody laugh. It's so funny. Now see, if I was a cornball, then I probably would have made a couple dumbass baby oil jokes or something. But it's October, that shit is beyond played out. So instead of doing all that, I'm gonna show you a picture of Fox and Falco kiss. Anyway, they beat the clone and Diddy takes Falco with him. They see Donkey Kong, but they can't get him because he's flying away, so they get in the ship. Now we're with Captain Falcon and Olimar. Captain Falcon kills a bunch of his Pikmin. Olimar doesn't seem that hurt about it though because they become friends right after. And they help save Donkey Kong. And Diddy Kong splits waves with Fox and Falco. Now Fox and Falco are in their ship, shooting at the Halberd, and Meta Knight sees the Halberd, so he climbs up the mountain to finally get his whip back. While going up the mountain, he finds the ice climbers. He doesn't care though. Now that I'm thinking about it, why doesn't he just fly? I know for sure this nigga can fly. But him and the ice climbers make it to the top and they find Lucario. And Meta Knight, probably thinking he finally caught the nigga who stole his ship, decides to fight him. But he realizes it's the wrong nigga. They dap each other up and they both go up to the ship. While they were fighting, Fox somehow lost, I guess, and got wrapped up. But when Meta Knight and Lucario get inside the Halberd, they find Snake. And now they're on a group to look for who's flying the Halberd. But they find the two princesses, they fight the little clone things, and they free them. Snake tells them to stay. They don't. They end up on top of the ship. Fox also lands on top of the ship. Lucario, Snake, and Meta Knight finally find out who's driving the ship, and they find out it was Game & Watch. And I'm gonna be honest, ain't no way this nigga know how to drive. I'm 90% sure this nigga has no idea what's going on. They throw him out the window and he turns into a robot. They beat him up and revive him, and Meta Knight finally got his whip back. He happy as shit, but he trying to act cool. Now we're back with Samus and Pikachu. She found her armor. They're running through the lab and then they find a room where all the bombs are being stored. And Diddy, DK, Captain Falcon, and Olimar are also in the lab, since they took that little ship thing. The robots are about to start the bombs, and the Ancient Master for some reason has a change of heart. Me personally, I think that nigga realized he was about to lose, so he had to switch up real quick. He ain't never feel sorry for his actions once, but as soon as these niggas come in, he feel bad all of a sudden. But they start shooting him, and he burns up. They try to stop the robots, but they can't, and Ganon sends like this robot pelican shit. But the Ancient Master finally gets up, and it turns out he's a Rob. But even with Rob, they not stopping shit, so they just decide to dip, and they meet up with all the other characters. Bowser and Ganon have this big ass cannon that they about to let off. The Halberd flies at them and they shoot it down, but it has multiple ships inside. Damn, nigga just got his whip back and he lost it immediately. But all the ships are avoiding the shots, even Olimar's fat ass rocket ship. I don't know how he whipping that shit like that, honestly. Kirby slices through the cannon and everybody goes into the darkness. And Ganon just changes up on Bowser for no reason and shoots him, like it was no purpose to do that. But he goes to talk to the Master Hand and he finds out the Master Hand is being controlled by Tabuu. He tries to fight it, but no. Then the hand tries to fight it, but no. Then he turns everybody into trophies, but the people that have the badges that King Dedede gave them wake up. So it turns out King Dedede was kidnapping these people so that he could save them. When they get to the Master Hand, all the trophies are gone, besides Bowser, and there's also also a big ass staircase now. They revive Bowser and they go up the stairs, and Kirby wakes up too after a while because his fat ass just ate the badge for some reason. And he finds the group and they all go get their friends. And Link and Zelda even revive Ganondorf. And after they get everybody, they all go up the stairs to fight Tabuu. And when they're about to fight him, my beautiful blue king decides to pop out. Like, honestly, how would they beat him without him? They fight Tabuu. They win, but it's all because of Sonic. Let's be honest. I don't know what they would have done without this nigga, honestly. After that, everything goes back to normal, and that's the end of the Subspace emissary. Oh yeah, besides all the unlockable characters you get at the end, like Jigglypuff, Toon Link, Wolf, and Yuno Kami from Persona 4.
You know my gang never lose. I know your gang hella snooze. Down the school, like this and booze. Ooh, big breast, tryna touch a boobs. I look best to check it too. Big duffel with hella racks. You could go and check it too. Pop 30 and fuck my move. Big ass tracks and AMGs. We gon' go and set